All right, this is our ergogenic AIDS project. We did ours on dehydroepiandrosterone, which is abbreviated as DHEA. I'm Nate.
And I'm Lauren.
All right, and we're going to get this presentation started.
So, what is dehydroepiandrosterone? DHEA is a precursor hormone, which means that this hormone has minimal effects by itself. So, pretty much it needs to be turned into something else for it to have the powerful effects that it needs. It shows powerful effects when converted into other steroid hormones such as testosterone and estradiol. It plays a role in the development of pubic and axillary hair. It provides 75% of estrogen before menopause and 100% of estrogen after menopause. The production of DHEA starts at fetal development and it increases around the start of puberty, peaks around your 20s, and declines as age increases. And it is controlled by the brain with negative feedback loop. Where is DHEA found? It is produced from cholesterol by the adrenal cortex. It is made by the testes and ovaries in small amounts. It's taken up by the brain, liver, kidneys, and gonads, where it is then metabolized into more beneficial steroids. The secretion is controlled by adrenocorticotropin, which is abbreviated as ACTH, which is produced in the anterior pituitary gland. It travels through the bloodstream as dehydroepiandrosterone sulfate because sulfur prevents the hormone from being broken down when it is attached to it. And the proposed mechanisms of DHEA are that the precursor hormone is converted into testosterone and estradiol, which creates an increase in the anabolic sex hormones, and these increases supply organ systems with plenty of components for repair and strengthening. And the increased testosterone specifically causes a higher amount of fat burning and muscle building, increasing size and strength of an individual. Claims for DHEA. According to the University of Maryland Medical Center, lower levels of DHEA have been linked to osteoporosis, heart disease, memory loss, and breast cancer. Due to these links, it has been described as an anti-aging supplement. And it can also supposedly cause increased muscle strength. The dosage and costs for dehydroepiandrosterone. The recommended daily allowance for males, it's around 50 milligrams each day, and for females, it's around 25 milligrams a day. And it can cost as little as $4 and can go up to as expensive as about $50 per bottle, depending on the dosage, how many milligrams, and the amount of pills within each bottle.
So there are a couple different competing findings out there regarding the effectiveness of DHEA and its effect on health and sports performance. We found one study that was done in rodent populations, and high doses of DHEA supplementation were shown to lower overall body fat and lessen the effects of diabetes, atherosclerosis, obesity, lupus, and arthritis. However, DHEA does not have a lot of reliable results from human subjects. One study found that DHEA produced noteworthy amounts of abdominal fat loss. However, it did not contribute to overall weight loss. And this one was done by Washington University. And they had one proposed mechanism about this. They believe that DHEA activated the PPAR alpha receptor, and this triggered a chain of reactions that increased fat metabolism, so less fat overall was being stored. In addition, we did find two other studies, but they showed differing effects. So one study in postmenopausal women found that there was no increase in cross-sectional area of muscles, muscular strength and function, or their quality of life among those who were taking DHEA supplementation. There was another study that found that elite swimmers who were taking DHEA showed no increase in athletic performance over the course of 68 competitions. And there was another study that also found that DHEA supplementation was rapidly metabolized by sulfotransferases in the liver, and it was being converted into DHEA sulfate. So the problem with that is that DHEA sulfate is actually quickly excreted, and it's not effective for fat burning or muscle building, is what they found. So overall, this supplementation was being excreted very quickly, and it wasn't actually helping restore those hormonal imbalances or contributing to any sort of muscle building or fat burning. So there are some potential risks and safety concerns when you're talking about DHEA. One shows that there is evidence that finds there is a potential to increase the risk of certain hormone receptive cancers. These include breast, ovarian, and prostate cancers. It is also shown that it can reduce HDL levels of good cholesterol. It also reduces the effectiveness of certain types of prescription medications, such as antipsychotic and antidepressant drugs. It can also cause skin problems like oily skin, acne, and hirsutism, which is a lot of hair growth in women on the face and under the arms and other areas that men normally grow their hair. Um, there are also some side effects when taking a higher than recommended dosage. So these can be fatigue, nasal congestion, headache, irregular heartbeat, and also potential masculinization, as we discussed this before, or even feminization of men. And women may also experience abnormal menstruation, mood swings, and insomnia. So there is some debate over the legality of DHEA. So right now it is outlawed by the International Olympic Committee and the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or NCAA. This is because it was thought to at one time improve muscular strength, and it was deemed as a steroid. However, DHEA right now is available as an over-the-counter dietary supplement, and so therefore it is not being regulated by the FDA. However, recently there was a new DHEA product named Intra Rosa, which was approved by the FDA to treat moderate to severe dyspareunia in postmenopausal women, which is pain during intercourse. However, this is the only DHEA product that is approved by the FDA at the time, and it was also very recent. So our recommendation overall for DHEA, based on all the evidence that we could find, is that you should just avoid it altogether. A lot of scientific evidence that we found based in these colleges and universities just disprove the claims that it really doesn't do that much for muscle growth or improving strength, or even just improving your overall levels of androgens and sex hormones. It is also somewhat expensive for no benefit, as we said, that these supplements can be anywhere between $4 but also to $50. Also, it is unregulated for the majority of populations. Like we said, the only population that it was approved for was postmenopausal women. And then obviously the legality of use for competition when you're concerned with if you're trying to compete in athletic competition or not. And these right here are all of our sources from our research.